My name is James Lincoln, and today I'm going to present to you the parable of the sower. The introduction that I have is the parable of the sower, which Jesus taught his disciples was about, bringing the relating the earthly things that we do to that of the heavenly things. But we can see that what we are doing on earth today, Jesus is saying that there's something, a kingdom prepared for us that we shall enjoy in eternity. So he came out with this parable of the sower in order that he can get more people to be saved into God's kingdom. The parable of sower, there's synoptic gospel, that's Matthew, Mark, Luke, presented their cases in different ways. Mark and Matthew had, spoken parallels, because Mark presented the seed that fell on the good side, on the good ground, in ascending order of magnitude, that's 30, 60, and 100. Matthew presented it in the descending order of magnitude, 160 and 30. However, all these seeds, the other three areas or the three soils that the seeds fell, that's the rocky side, the roadside, and the thorns, none of them, produce anything meaningful, for the sower. When all these things are compared, we can see that Matthew and Mark, they use a common pronoun, which is he, according to the Greek translation. But Matthew never used anything of that nature. Matthew used the word seed, which the seed was not used by Mark or Matthew, but Luke did that. When Luke, was very specific, and in natural sense, he paraphrased the whole story about the parable of the sower. Bringing the parable of the sower into our daily living, that's the application. That the church, we all know the church. The church is the body of Christ. I am the church because I am representing Christ. And so when collectively a community, meet together to talk about things of Christ, is the application, and that we must know that whenever we are talking about Christ, who is our forerunner, who brought this parable to us in order to let us know that in the heavenly kingdom there's something greater for us, made this so meaningful to us that regardless of our situation, when we run to Jesus, He is able to accept us. Okay, and no matter our conditions, He is able to bring us to Himself and straighten us up. That is the reason why Jesus gave the parable of the sower, the one that fell on the roadside, the rock, the thorny side, and the good soil. We are all one when we go before the Lord. And as an individual concerning the parable of the sower, I think that there are many things in me that are not good, but with Christ in me as my hope of glory, I shall also be counted among those elected by Christ. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.